Right, let's get to it. I'm so man, god damn it. Looking around, we did trying to show y'all the app, man. I ain't talking about that app no more. Understandinvesting.com, the app, or it could go ahead and it could give you the opportunity of knowing how to trade the energy sector and SPDR. Because what happens is this energy sector usually is going to be CVX, Exxon. Sometimes Oxy is a slow one, all right, but this usually be the three. Exxon and Chevron usually, like I said, it's three of them. It's going to go ahead and be Exxon, XOM. It could go off when it wants. It's a 3-minute no. Is it going to go to 5:05:38? Boom. It's the bigger move on the 4-hour, 3-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour. You literally seen the candlesticks move. If you were looking at the 4-hour, look over here. When I do 3 hours, going to do like magic. Pop it. 3-hour. Pop it. 2-hour. Pop it. 1 hour. Pop it. Say no. But no. And see how the wicks keep trying? That's why I say the wicks tell a story. So for me, I know that if I can get past 104.79, not 104.79. If I can get past 104.78 is where it's at now. If I can get past 105.15, 105.39, then I'm not going to go ahead and get more continuation to 105.80, whatever the case is. So with that, you want to go ahead and, be mindful of planning a trade. And then the downside will be $502. I won't be interested in it until 502, and it could bring me another. Once again, it's a 45 minute, it may bring me to 98. If we go to the downside, I don't even know. When I say the downside, you have to understand, just because you put the lines there, that don't mean it's going to happen because you put it there, especially right then and there. All right, it may not get there till next week or whatever, but I'm just seeing, once again, it's a 45-minute time frame. And Exxon, it don't move like a ticker like, what's the name, Tessie do. I never seen Exxon move $15, $18 one day. I mean, unless some news going to happen to it. But also understand this is W2, sort of, kind of. But I really don't like that as a W. I mean, you could say it's a W, but I really like the fact of you got your consolidation here, and boom. You got like a sort of a V right there. It's not as sharp, but if you go to a different time frame, 30, you'll see it gets a little sharper, the V right there. If I go to the 15, and what I like about that ain't nothing but chop right there. Now that's not on them, that's nothing but chop. Before my chop, I had this, then I chop, then I go here, come down, up and down. I'm in my lanes. See how I laned them out? Meaning when I lane them out, meaning that as long as I have a lane, I see my candlesticks, then I'm good. And this is going to go ahead and give me more confirmation in regards to what we're talking about here. And then CVX would be another one, where CVX on a small time frame could hit over 138.71. Definitely could see it. But those come in Oxy. These are like, I call them the triple oil 30. That's what I call them. And when you see energy, and we're talking about energy, you can use that as a way to play off of these sectors. So this is my thing. Let's say you say, hey, I want to trade Nivy. That means your sector you want to be studying is XLK. Like, simple off the bat. That's going to be your studying sector, because what happens is I always try to have people say, okay, what do I feel comfortable with? Technology right now, it dropped so much. You literally seen it was 2 something. Are we reversing? 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Not saying that you always get reversed, because I never want y'all to think, okay, it's 11 o'clock, it's going to reverse. What if the shit don't go right? What if we get news or some shit? Like, anything can happen. And you in the administration with Trump. We're very emotional man. Very emotional. So I say that to say, support lines I make green. The resistance lines I make red. Why? Because I just do it like that. Support is floor. Resistance is my ceiling. Now, I get it. The way I chart, I do it like so effortlessly because I've been doing this so long that it's like it's second nature to me, honestly. But there's no secret to me charting. My thing is I could tell you how I trade, or I could show you. And showing it is way better, in my opinion. Alright, so SPY, get back to VIX. Did VIX continue to go down or up? VIX definitely hit my 29. So VIX went down, but that was like, damn it. I forgot all about the damn live stop. I'm so fucking mad. I was talking about that damn, then I forgot, like, alright. Like, what's going on? Like, everything is not happening right. Like, what's going on? Yeah, so the XPX, the SPY call, what did it do? Oh, it went down a little bit. Wasn't it like 150? We're gonna have a chop. Like, damn, I thought we was reversing. That'd been a nice reversal. I mean, I guess it would have been Scott. That's the thing. So understand what happens in the market. If we're down or we're up, you may just get a scalp opportunity. You may get a quick hundo, whatever the case is. Don't expect, and I'm trying to tell people, we have $100 to $1,000 trades because that's what the market gave us. We was able to kid it because that's what the market gave us. We can't get it with the market. So if the market only give you 100, it's only going to give you 100. What the hell are you trying to do? Don't be greedy to get back to the needy. Like, nah, but seriously, this right here. Woo. Damn. So that one would have only been good if it was, because I freaking got off the live by mistake. And I was looking at other tickets now. But it literally went up, follow it, went up, and let me hide mine so y'all can see it. Tuesday went Wednesday. This is from people. Tuesday. So Tuesday power hour would have been great. Nobody didn't see this. Nobody didn't see this in the group. Like, damn it, I should have pulled up this motherfucking chart. Something told me to look at power hour for some reason yesterday. Just to see. Because this would have been around here. I mean, don't get me wrong. You probably would have known. Oh, this shit really didn't pop off until after the hours. Okay. Now my group. I'm like, nobody ain't seen it. But it didn't pop off till after hours. So it was choppy. Yeah. Okay, so I could see that. All right. Fuck. But if you would have been able to get in overnight, you would have printed on puts. Of course, people sell. Because when it goes up, we go down. So because we went up, people got in puts. They sell. It went down. Because it went down, we go up. This down would have been like right here. So you would have had to like right there. Right here. Yeah, man. Like, oh my God. And like I said, I don't know what he's talking about 11:30. I mean, he was going to talk regardless because he's, like I said, it's an event he's going to. So he's supposed to speak. But I just don't know if he's going to say what needs to be said. I don't know. Show all drawings. About the what Tessie do? I ain't got this shit's aggravating. Same shit. Tessie, is it doing? I'm trying to think. So for Tessie, for this one, see, I know this is confusing. Let me just move all the damn fucking drawing and do it. First chart. So this is the thing about Tessie, right? Tessie can move up $8 in a 5-minute candle. That's why it's so freaking volatile. And what happens is when you go ahead and you look at it, that's why, if you notice the way I give it out, I'm not interested. I said 150, but we really 151, 150 on a small time frame for us to go up. Now, this is the thing. I feel like until we get to at least 140, we're going to chop. Not 140, like at least 144. Cause look at what happened at 147. Alright. Just so y'all can see what made me plot that line. This one right here. And then this one right there. But I feel like you're not going to really drop until... This is a 15-minute, which is Tessie is so weird regarding like how volatile it is. It doesn't make a break. I tell people all the time, like, definitely doesn't make a break type of ticket for you. But if you want to, I say, don't ever practice it on a live account. Like the first time trading Tessie, people don't listen to me. I don't know why. 9 out of 10, I go ahead and I'm telling you, now it's averaging that the average person. I was just asking somebody about this yesterday. The average person, and I hope, like, they study in 2 hours. And I mean, like, it is showing. They're asking me, hey, what's the next thing? What's the next thing I need? I ain't chasing a soul. Like, yeah, we all grown here. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like either you're going to put what you get in, and you're not. If you have stepped this, then you're going to have step it. Like, today's Wednesday, and you just coming into the market today, you got to ask yourself, what happened Monday and Tuesday? If you didn't take the time to go ahead and literally ask somebody was like, yo, I haven't been able to look at anything since last Friday or day before Friday, something like that. But they're playing catch up. They're like, oh, I'm looking at the chart. I'm using bar replay. That bar replay is life. And if you don't know what bar replay is, then you should go to Grok, go to YouTube and put, what is bar replay on TradingView? How to use bar replay. That will literally go ahead. And I feel like, honestly, it's no excuse when people tell me, oh, I'm too busy. You too busy to press play on a trading app that's going to tell you what happened for the day for you to catch up? It'll literally show you the candlesticks, show you the movements. So bar replay is life. Like I said, the people that really profit from me is people that put in the time. The one lady that I hope, the only thing she plays is Tesla. She don't got time to trade every day, but she understands the charts. She gets her own system. You know, now we just got to redefine it because the way what she's doing, I just don't feel comfortable with her continuing doing it like that. I just want to refine a little bit details, and she gonna be off. But she did 2 years. 2 years of studying. 2 years of literally. So think about that. You jump from ticker to ticker, and I got later did 2 years playing with Tessie. And the other day she told me she made over 4,000. And don't get me wrong, that was not a real account. You know, we're gonna be honest, but it's the motion of doing the trade. It's the motion of like she's ready to go live. You know, I just want her to go ahead and I just need her to get more into the charts a little better. You know, because when you go live, and I always say the best way, especially when you're paper trading, use Webull, especially when you're in Discord. You don't have to go ahead and trade and expose your account. And she's one person that she has a rule. She only cuts at a certain point, which is good. If you're the type of person that you have your rule, you stick to your rule, that discipline going to take you far. I see all the time. People tell me, hey, I'm just getting in to try. What? Huh? This ain't Monopoly. This is real money. You want to try some shit on the paper trade. Like, that's when we try. Okay? Like, y'all can see I haven't went ahead and literally, I tried to do that thing with XPX Puts, but thank God that shit didn't work out. Robinhood was acting funny, like, I don't know. The XPY call would have been a go-to if we didn't stream then stop, But that was literally, that call was only going to be scalped. So what happens, and understand, you miss the market, you miss what's going on. You're coming into a territory where you want to play money and you don't know where the money's going. Gotta play catch up, number one. Number two, you need to go ahead and ask yourself, all right, where is the market in regards towards the sectors? All right, I cannot say it enough. You literally went ahead and energy just boomed right in front of us. Like, literally. Go to this morning stream. Now it's going to be like three of them now. But that first one, that was like an hour. That was a good-ass stream for 1 hour. From 9:30 to 10:30. I'll tell you exactly what app to use, what we look at, why we look at it. Like, come on. And then 11 o'clock, me coming on this 11 o'clock is just showing, and it gets you in a habit. You don't have to always wait till 9:30. Maybe it could be 11. It really should be based on your trade and based on what you see. All right? I'm not jumping in. And that 9:30 to 10:30 stream, it was a perfect example of how it went ahead and it was already down. You had an opportunity of going ahead and catching it just for like maybe a 20-30% move, maybe a quick 100, a little over, maybe 100, depending based on when I was talking about the price, because it was a little pricey. There was two contracts we were looking at with XPX Puts. One of them wasn't moving as much. And the other one, that one was the cheaper one. It's like $100 and some, but it was like, I think, the 5,000 put, so it was out the money. But then you also had the one that was like the 5,080 put, I think. But that one was like 3 and some change, like 350, 340 when I was talking about it. But it did go to like 420, 423. I didn't get in because, like I said, it would have been quick. But initially, I literally showed on live for a whole hour what the plan of going in would have been. All right, where I'm plotting and the move. But Robinhood want to act like a dummy. But that's how you go ahead and plan the trades. It's not so much me saying, all right, I got time to trade. No. It's me looking and saying, all right, what's going on? Technology, does it give opportunity? Like I said, will it go ahead and literally the whole live from the 9:30 to 10:30, just that hour, it's so much regarding scouting your trades that's available to you if you use it to your advantage. Instead of just coming in, hey, I got time to trade, let me get, what? I just hate that. I hate that for you. I do, because I think it hinders your growth. I'm not going to lie. The people that are disciplined, the people that go ahead and stick to the one tickers, or even they learning other tickers and not using it on their live account, is how they bank. So when she goes live, she going to go crazy with Tessie. It's just me putting her more into the charts, and we're going to take it to where it need to go. And like I said, anyone that knows this person from day one. So from 2023 to 2025. Meanwhile, some people think that getting this journey is just overnight. It's not. You're looking at somebody 12 years in. And people want to pick my brain and ask me, well, what did you watch? What did you don't ask me that, because then you're going to, that's going to be wrong. Because if that's the case, and I started from 2012, 2013, 3 years, I fucked up. Maybe 2. 2012, about 2012, 2014. About 2012, 2013, I was definitely messing up for sure. 2013, I'm like, I gotta go back to work. This ain't working. 2014, I'm stacking. I'm living below my means. I'm just grinding. I think I had 3 jobs at one point. Grinding. Saving, stacking. Like, I would literally think about me going on a trip. So this is crazy. And I got this from somebody on YouTube. I would go ahead and I would make a goal and plan out a trip itinerary. And let's say the trip itinerary was $3,000. I will literally save up. I'm not going on a trip. I don't know where I got that from. I promise you, it works though. It literally is something where I'm planning trips that I'm not going on, but just having that goal to save up for it, it's just like boom. Like, all right, I got enough, but I'm not going. Or anything. Like, you know, that's what I was doing. But in this video, the guy was just like, all right, I'm trying to save for like this, or I'm trying to save for that, whatever the case is. Just have a plan of savings or a goal what you're trying to save to. And because I was trying to be so aggressive with it, I'm saving like thousands and thousands, because like one trip is 5 stacks, another trip is 3,000. One trip is like 2,100, and I'm just. And what's crazy is even better, because some of them they allow the installment payment, so I'm not paying on it, but I'm literally breaking it up. Like, all right, boom, I need 400 by this time. All right, I need 500 by this time, and mind you, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just stacking. Like I said, 2-3 jobs. Boom, stacking. So when 2024 came, not 2024, when 2014 came, it's like, all right, I got the money. 2025, all right. 2015, we still doing it. And then 2016, I'm like, all right, let me come back. But once again, 2016 and 2025, it's up and down. And that's why I teach now, is where you can kind of like, if you do this, you do that, it will help you get over the hump. I tell people do this, do that. And I'm like, all right, well, show me, you know, you this, and show me, you know, you planning a trade, show me the entries, show me the targets. And then they wonder why. And I be wondering why, because I'm trying to figure out, it's like, if Sam and Mary could do it right, and then John ain't doing it, I know it ain't me. Damn, energy went down. Hey, energy said, what the fuck? You just see how energy? No, I'm sorry, that's financial. Sorry. I thought that was energy that's went like that. I'm like, damn, you see what the energy did? And look at real estate still going down. But consumer XOP, consumer staples, it's going to chop. That's what Tessie, no, not consumer staples, consumer discretionary, right? Yeah, consumer discretionary is Tessie. Tessie, McDonald's made. Just go down. And then if you was looking, especially when I was looking at. So that's why certain tickets, like, I don't know, don't force yourself to want to trade something just because. Especially if you're seeing the noise. Let me tell you something, and this is the thing I don't like. Somebody would sit here and show you, and this is why I'm trying to do this live. They'll sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm getting in, such call, boom, boom. And they didn't get one contract. They don't got in that same signal they giving you, and they don't load it up 50 freaking contracts. So now it's more in regards towards, you know, profit. So when it goes up that 20% on 50 contracts, they're going to eat a little compared to your 20% on one contract or your 10% on one contract. This is how the name of the game is. Contracts, you get more leverage. Yes, but you lose more too. So my thing is, sometimes, especially when it comes to a spot, it's like, let it go. And I feel like, not for nothing, I've been wasting this whole week looking at SPY. Messing with y'all, it's like, nah. But nah, like, I'm like, we got to get off of this, because I just feel like if the moves miss, it's miss. And you miss out on other tickets. Like, energy could have been a good play. Tessie gonna drop. I'm telling you, Tessie gonna drop. I just wanted, for me to get more, I wanted under 2. Because in the group, I said 244, which is that you can stand the levels with Tessie is so berserk. But I'm not interested to 247. But because I don't want to chop from 247 to 245. And that's the thing. I feel like if Tessie was going to drop too. A lot. Yeah, I'm not. Y'all can have Tessie. Y'all SPY people, go ahead. SPY, XPX, knock yourself out. I ain't playing with that shit today. I'm not like, and then you gotta realize today is, think of today like Thursday when it's really that of tomorrow, but Friday we're closed. Tomorrow I'm not coming on. Just to let y'all know, I'm taking a vacation. So with that, I'll see y'all next week. But when it comes towards the stock market, and then I think we have OPEX this week. OPEX week means that the contract expires at a certain time. I don't know if it's quad twitching or OPEX. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Grok, ask Grok, ask them anything. Ask anything. We gonna ask it. I think it was. I think I remember that in the beginning of the week on Sunday. So that's another reason why the contract is acting funny. So what OPEX means is that the expirations expire. So there are times when the expirations are going to go ahead and expire literally, on a Friday, and all of them kind of, like I said, they are scheduled to go ahead and end. And these contracts usually go like the third Friday of each month, unless adjusted for the holidays. So, So people that know about OPX, it's like I said, it's high volatility. I don't say high volatility. Yeah, volatility, but it's more than just the volatility. It's the fact that basically the contracts are expiring. Like, it's not just calls, but there's contracts that like most of them are expiring all at once. So that's the best way I could describe it. And then it does kind of like, I want to say shake up the market, but people notice with OPEX that it trades a little differently compared to how we are used to our premiums and us trading. Good thing about Grok is that once I asked it, it told me yes, this is OPEX options expiration. That's what it stands for. Week for trading. Specifically, options expiration scheduled for Thursday, April 17th, and due to the Good Friday holiday on April 18th, which shifts the typical Friday expiration to Thursday. OPEX week refers to the week leading up to the expirations of contracts, typically the third Friday of each month, unless adjusted for holidays. This calendar, you could go ahead and you could get it from CBOE also. I don't know if they want to provide it. No, let me see something. CBOE. OPEX. Yeah, usually they, yeah. Oh, wow. So it's the third one. And you could download the calendar. CBOE. Literally put in CBOE. Oh, you go to CBOE.com. And where's the calendar? I guess the calendar, but hell if I know. But that's the calendar. And it'll go ahead and tell you. But my thing is also, if you want it, what I like about Grok, right here it says explain OPEX impact. Like, it'll give you some suggestions for maybe looking up another thing relevant to what you just researched. So the impact of this is that it could significantly impact financial markets, particularly equities, due to the expiration and settlement of option contract. Below is a concise explanation of its impact on trading. So did I not just say increased volatility? And at first I was like, not that much, but it does change. So as the contracts approach the expiration, traders adjust or close their positions, leading to higher trading volumes. This can cause price swings, especially in stocks with large open interest, outstanding option contracts. So basically what they're saying is it may go ahead and the contracts may move funny in regards to the behavior of how it would usually print the money or, give us the returns, I should say. So it's something where they not only the increased volatility, but the gamma and the delta has an effect on it too. It's a pendant effect. You can read all of this. Blah, blah, blah. So, the key considerations is that because of this, people are cautious when they're entering their positions late in the week, right? So I just had to realize that as I'm talking to you live, as I'm trading, I am a real trader, that I not just sit and say, damn, I think this is OPX week. It makes sense. Now, when we go back to that video from this morning, and I'm like, and I kept saying, like, why is it moving like that? Like, why is it moving? It's just starting to click that OPX week, but then they're saying it's every third Friday. You know, just go to the calendar. Because it's also talked about a lot on Twitter. So if you was to put like OPX, literally OPX. Or maybe you wouldn't. Shit. I don't know. Maybe you don't go to Twitter and look at OPX. This is me doing it. But it does, because I don't know why. Wait, see, some people call it for OPX, aka, yeah. Let me do it for OPX week. Oh yeah, spot gamma. Thursday's OPX, yeah, Thursday. It would have been Friday, but they closed on Black Friday, which makes it even more. So give this one spot gamma. We're gonna follow it live and direct. Especially for people that are just coming in. All right. And they also have information about 0DTE. I hate 0DTE. I always tell you guys, personally speaking, I know for a fact, you do a 0DTE, especially at the end of the day, just call it a night. And you're going to get burnt. I don't even know why you're playing yourself. If you do a 0DTE, personally speaking, it has to be done. And you got to be really confident of your confluence, because triggering it and getting it at a good time in the morning at 9:45, 10 is good, but it will go against you if you change around 11 or something. So you got to be mindful that it's so crucial with a 0DTE that you're trying to get in a certain point, because after 12, I would never touch it. And not for nothing, the way I go ahead and what I'm doing and how I'm trading, just so people can understand it, I have never talked about 0DTE on none of these streams. It probably never will. I have never, I mean, not lie. In my 2023, I used to alert 0DTEs. But it's hard. It's hard. People don't get it. They're not understanding. And I get that, you're working, so entries matter. So for that, what I say when it comes to 0DTE is, if you're going to play it, you better catch that thing in the morning. Because after 12, you can forget about it. After 1, what are you doing? And then 3 is like, seriously, that you want to get a 0DTE at 3 that you couldn't get the next day? Please help me help you. Like, that's what I'm going to tell you. I had to tell somebody that the other day, like, seriously. Somebody, and it was crazy. If you tune in with me, you'll know your mistakes. That's why I am so big on replaying the streams. That's why I'm so big on you journaling your trades, because you will come to me in a DM and say, you want to be mad at what I did, or I didn't listen. But as long as you know that you didn't listen, that's all. That's the thing, that's a teachable lesson within itself. Unfortunately, you had to lose money because you didn't listen, and you should have listened like you knew what's right. But afterwards, it goes ahead and it's like the kid touching the stove. I told you not to touch the stove when it was hot, and you still touched the stove when it was hot, and I was that kid too. That's why I'm burning my finger off, for real. Like, for real. But now, like, I was that kid. I gotta look at my DMs. Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. So that for me would be the play on how to go ahead and how to use SPDR or any app in general. But investing.com, it did have an order report. So sometimes we'll have order reports on Wednesdays, and that could give you a little spike. But if you would catch it, like, then it would definitely go ahead. And of course, this was from I'm just showing you off. Boom, 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 boom. Monday, so you see the up and down. Monday. Well, right here, start this week. So this is, let me zoom in like this so it could be better. So you just see it from this week. So Monday, everybody knew Monday was chop. We got a little scalping opportunity like right there. It went all the way there. Hoover over. People tell me you're not understanding. If you're not understanding, you're not understanding because you're not taking the time to really be like, okay, what is she talking about? At 11:15, around that time, it goes down. So from 11:15, it was at 104. It goes down $2, move to 102 by 12. So 11:15 to 12 is what? 45 minutes almost? So you had a 45-minute scalp. People don't understand that, and if they was greedy and thinking it was going to come back down, half of their position, like right here, is almost over. When it gets right here, it's really almost over. And then by the time it gets right here, that's why you're back down to 10%. Because you was down, you didn't take your profit, you only had maybe a 20%, 25% move. You was hoping, and then it goes up, and then look what happens. Goes back down. Now you're back, but it goes up. So that's where the choppiness came in from. As everybody know that we was looking at it on Monday, Tuesday. And then, once again, power hour, kind of choppy. A move happened overnight, but then this morning, it opened up like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. At this morning, it was like, boom. So my thing is, if SPDR, XLE, and technology is still moving, Nivy was like, wow, I didn't want to chase Nivy though. But AMD would have been a sympathy play off of Nivy. So what I mean by that is because they're in the same sector. AMD definitely would have been. And I charted this earlier and then I erased all the lines. Because I gave it to the group. And I'm literally just putting the line because I know it touch. Supports your floor, resistance is your ceiling. I'm going at like 12:30 so I could charge the devices and I get something to eat and come back at 1 to see what's going on. Come back at 1 because I think he talks at 1:30. I maybe come back at like 1:15 actually. Yeah, I'll be back at like 1:15. Give me like an hour. Yeah, give me an hour. Almost. But AMD, what AMD open up at? Because AMD was at 90. Is it at 88? Does it want 87? One thing about AMD, and I say this a lot, right? AMD is not something where, and you have to understand it, it's not that ticket that move. I mean, when it want to move. But it will move slow as hell. God, it will move so goddamn slow. Because I like 87. I think I gave the group like 87, 82. But now I see 87, 58, 54. So it's like 30. That's another thing too. Sometimes it'd be like, especially if you're following me and you're charting like me, we may be off a couple of cents. You may have 30 cents higher. I may have 30 cents. Give a damn. As long as you're in the ballpark, hey. That means you know the hell you talking about. How much did we go back? And they be right at support too. Maybe hit the 106 like I said. 105. But what's crazy is Nivy. This would have been the entry on a thing for Nivy. Well, not right now, but 103.52. If it could hold underneath 103.52 for Nivy. And that was given in the group. Literally. But you would want it to hold because under. But see, this is the thing. It went down. At least you ain't got that. Damn, Nivy already went down 8. Like, damn. And this is what I feel like is that this man says, yeah, we're still going to be looking at the reports and keeping things like that thing on really, because don't forget, now with SPY was key is at 529. And you like, why you keep saying that? Why you keep saying that? Because you didn't watch this morning. You didn't take the hour to watch the hour. That's what I'm about to say. Did you watch the hour? That's what I'm about to say. Did you watch the hour? Because you didn't take the hour to watch the hour. That's going to be the new thing. I'm doing 9:30 to 10:30, making an hour stream. That if you don't watch that damn stream, then you going to be mad at yourself. Because it's just an hour. An hour. You better listen to that damn shit. Play it. An hour. You ain't got to watch the video. Just play it. Yeah. And the thing is, I kept saying 529, 529, 529, 529. How the hell we went up and then come right back down to almost 529? We at 531. Yeah. So my thing is, if we get back down to 529, especially around the time that he's talking, and he says, look, I ain't doing no changes. But once again, this meeting is a regular, like, it was already, he's at an event. So it's already, but with what's going on and how the market is, it's crazy. This is also the same, man. I'm going to be honest. Somebody else pointed this out to me maybe about a couple weeks ago. And I laugh every time I think about it because it's so funny that Powell said one time, and maybe this literally was last month, he don't know what the hell the market doing. Like, he don't know what the hell the economy. So, I mean, if that man say that, how the hell you told you don't know what the economy's like? If that man comes in and saying some shit like that again, it's funny as hell. Sometimes you really gotta be like, yo, come on now, like, what's the logic behind how half of this? Sometimes they ain't no damn logic. They ain't got no goddamn, they don't know what the fuck going on. Until somebody is truthfully going to tell you that, they not. But that man said he don't know what the hell going on. Hey, what? Like, this is crazy. So my thing is, are we going back down to test 529 again? Because not for nothing, we be testing all the things that we're testing 531.55 again. We're testing 530.76 again, 530.59 again. Oh, we about to dump. We about to dump. And see, tomorrow's OPEX. That's why we can't. It wouldn't even be right for us to get a trade to print overnight into tomorrow because it ain't gonna move right whatsoever. Monday, hey, counting digits, counting, and we had that little small reversal, that little pull up, but it wasn't a full reversal. It was a pull up from the pull down to come up, and that's why I keep saying, understand, especially that lie that just stopped. How I'm like, all right, calls would have been it, but once again, the lie stopped too. We looking at the contract, so it's never a go. But what I was looking, and I'm like, damn, if it keeps reversing, then this is where we're going to. But was that, and you always have to realize, when something goes down so much, we have to chop for the next move, right? When it goes down and we don't chop, we may go ahead and pull up just to go ahead and come down further. So what I mean like that is like, just so this can make sense. Boom. Boom. Then I'll change this to white. Oh, hold up. Let me do it like that. It's that it changed. I don't know. Like, I'm don't keep me lying. Because it could always go the other way too. Meaning that it could go and bounce off of one of these supports again and then come back up. But I do feel like 130. It just sucks that it's OPEX week, and I just realized that. And you're seeing how the wicks matter. Once again, I talked about wicks this morning, the importance. You need to be looking at these candles and knowing what's happening just on your candles. I can tell you right now, we had up and down consolidation. The green team was trying for its life, but it didn't work. The red team obviously came in because that's where all the wicks coming from. It's the opposite team. The red team now, though, is showing up, and they keep coming. The green team is trying, but they ain't doing nothing like they were doing over here. The green team ain't doing nothing. The green team is losing right now, man. And my thing is, we get under 547.71, we definitely dropping. Yo, Tessie. Once again, OPEX is going to kill this. So what they mean, because it's OPEX week, OPEX day is tomorrow. So that's what makes it kind of, tricky. And I've always felt like this. I feel like, this is why I kind of, it's not no lie. I felt like the things was kind of crazy. Now, even though we had chop, yes, but this whole week, I'm like, why the contracts ain't, I just said this morning, like, the contract ain't more. It hit me as I'm talking to you. I'm like, damn, it's OPEX week? It's OPEX week. So that's some weeks people, as traders, may not even trade because, like, it's OPEX week. It's suspected, as you know, it's volatility up and down. Regardless, and then we was going to get it because we did chop. The more you chop, the more you consolidate, the more bigger the move going to be. Monday's move of being down by the time we open $9 or something, or $7 by the time we open Monday morning, is because of Thursday chop during power hour and all Fridays chop. All Fridays chop. Literally and seriously, all Fridays. But see, this is my thing. The way Tessie is, ooh. See, Tessie cheaper. Believe it or not. Like, Tessie has $63 put, but the thing is, the IV never will go. Like, it's like, don't. Tessie something you just don't gotta. Like, the delta, the theta, that shit go out, they don't respect it. The IBs I be picking at always be high. And I always tell you, my IBs, I like them at, my implied volatility, my IBs, I like them at 80. And I never, when it comes to certain tickers, and Tessie is one of them, the rules don't count. It's like every man for yourself when it comes to trading this ticker, say nah. But the rules don't count with Tessie. Like, the typical rules that I have don't count. Even my risk management. There's been times I've been in a Tessie contract, and I think I let it go down negative 48, negative 50%. That's half of the damn position. Gone. And that's just me being hard-headed, too. I'm going to be really transparent. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, you even got that. Ooh. At 240 is crazy. So the game plan with Tessie is the same based on what I put in the Discord. Follow the plan. I'm not going to lie. Like, if anything, the only thing that changes maybe 245.95 will be your alert. But I do feel, and I put this in a thing, like, after you get to 245, you, at least 244, it's going to, that whole going to drop. You got 245.10. This is a small time frame, 15 minutes though. Remember that. Sorry, I'm all quiet and shit. I can't help it. It's like this is why I need music. I'm just applying these lines. So yeah, what do you think at? Yeah, 245.95, 245.12, 244.57, 243.65. Once again, if you ever charted Tessie, you may not be exactly, and I say that to say, especially when it comes towards my levels. Once I give on my chart, especially with Tessie, I give the levels, I chart it, I clean the chart, because Tessie will have you charting your levels constantly because it moves so goddamn fast. So I'm always finding myself. All right, so it's 11:30. I'm about to get. 11:30, 12:30. About to get the off. But today's lesson, OPEX week. Well, I say OPEX week. It is OPEX week, but the day of OPEX is tomorrow, Thursday. And like I said, Thursday going to be your Friday. Because we'll close Good Friday. I'm not here. I'll see you around 1:30. We be back. See what this man want to say. But Tessie wants to drop. I feel like Tessie going to drop. Right now, Tessie is at what? And I haven't got to play Tessie in so long. There's people I know that playing Tessie up because of me, and I don't get to play the damn shit. You definitely want to see Tessie. But I'm not interested. Like I said, you definitely have to go back under that 246.83 for sure. Yeah, definitely gotta go build 246.83. $246.83, and then under 246.55. So we definitely need another 246.83, under 246.55, and under 245.49, which is why I'm saying you really don't want to get into at least 240, under that 244, which is what I put the game plan in our Discord. All right, because I'm out. So it's 12:30. It should be like an hour about. Before we go, we're going to look at VIX. While we look at VIX, once again, when VIX goes up, we go down. VIX go up, we go down. When VIX goes down, we go up. So when VIX goes up, we go down. This is why I'm like, are we going to drop? Are we going to touch it again? Remember I said before we go, I can't make this shit up. I said, are we going to touch 531.55 again? Are we going to touch 530.76 again? 530.59 again? And then 529. Us touching this 531.55, that's already the damn second time. Maybe the third, because if we touched it right here at 10, resistance, we broke it, came back, and it was support at 11 at 10.55. Came back, boom, 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 broke it again around 12 o'clock, like 30 minutes ago, and now we're moving it around. So I feel like we're not going to see the move we want to see until probably 1:30. I don't even know. I don't want to assume. Don't know what this man want to say. But I don't know. No. And I'm not going to alert it, so I could teach this as a teachable lesson. I may do a trade, not tomorrow, but one to show how looking at a trade from today into tomorrow, how it could play in regards to it. So maybe I won't do a trade. Maybe I'll just look at it. And then let y'all see how it could affect it. Because God knows if I do a trade, y'all ain't in it. Oh, God, Mr. Trade. Like, be a trade. It'll be thousands of trades. Hey, yo, I'm out. I'll be back at 1:30. So we're going to listen to Jerome Powell and Uncle together live. So go get your snacks. Come back. I ain't playing. Rewind this. Play this. We got an hour. All right? We're going to come back at 1:30 with it.